Chovy is obsessed with Viego. He's been spamming it on his Smurf. You can see highest win rate, highest played champion also. And he has just been obliterating. Nobody can lane like Chovy, guys. He is the Beethoven, the Mozart, the Chopin of laning. No one can do it like him. It's beautiful to watch. I'll break it down today. You have to see exactly how he decimates his opponents. And you'll learn so much just from this VOD today, I promise you. So without further ado, let's jump straight onto Summoner's Rift. The matchup today is into a Katarina, one of the best in Korea. And Chovy's starting to lane off. And now, guys, I just pre-watched this laning phase a little bit so I can talk about what he's been doing. So look at this. He's going to put a deep ward out to prevent the Kindred from harassing him at level 2. And you'll see why. Look at how he starts these lanes. He is so confident that he can win the trade against the Katarina. He moves up, doesn't have minion aggro. And look at this. What other mid laner has the confidence to move up like this? And he's trying to zone the Katarina from those creeps. He's standing so far forward that he's not actually getting aggro. You can see one of the creeps moves back there for minion aggro. The thing is, the wave is actually going to shove back into him. Katarina is completely screwed. What the hell do you do to fix your lane here? You can see she doesn't have a single CS. Chovy moves back. He's going to auto. He doesn't. The key about this, guys, is you don't want to move up, auto them, pull minion aggro, and just get demolished by the minion trading. Katarina hits level 2 first. Chovy will be 2 off this next minion. But the wave is slowly coming into him, and it makes so much sense why he actually went out and got that ward out, just to see what the Kindred's up to, see if the Kindred's coming into him. And as Katarina, like, what do you do now? Chovy is going to literally just hover between these two pillars, and Katarina's getting zoned from all of the XP, and she can't get the CS at all. She's 2 CS. I don't know what you're going to do. I genuinely don't. I think in your lower elo games, guys, by the way, run Ignite on this Viego mid. They try to get rid of Viego in lane. It's not happening. Knight, Chovy, all these top tier mids are still spamming the champion, especially in competitive. They're going a more beefy build these days with Divine Sundra. Procs the Conqueror. Wave's still coming into him, by the way. Katarina with 3 CS. And see, the thing about Kat is she throws the dagger, right? But by doing so, she's slow shoving the wave back to Chovy so he can continuously move up and zone it. There's no, like, this is what, he is just the king of laning, guys. No one can do this. So Kat really needs to break this. If she doesn't break the freeze, the game's done. She should be spam pinging to the Kindred, but the Kindred has to do the scuttler. Chovy keeping the lane in a good state so he can move towards the jungle 2v2 skirmish. And I think they're just going to hard shove this, right? It's gonna go into the Cat here. He's not going to give one creep. Not a single goddamn thing. And I think 31 CS here is perfect. So he's missed 5 creeps, but Katarina is 3 at the moment. 4. There we go. She'll get a couple here. And the thing is, like, Chovy missed 5 creeps, but in order to do so, Katarina missed 20. You've got to think about it like that. Even if you're missing creeps, if you're able to deny 2 for your 1, it's a worth trade. You understand? Even if you're 5 CS, but the enemy's 0, like, it's going to be a worth trade. It's all about putting your opponent as behind as possible. And because he was able to zone some of the experience, that's such a bigger lead. Like, I'd rather miss the CS and get the experience than get the CS and miss the experience. I know that's not possible, but hypothetically in your head, that's what you need to be thinking. Experience is so valuable. And you'll see Chovy just move back and forth like this. Every single time the minions get low, Katarina will move in. Chovy will counter it by moving back and tethering with his range, his Q. You have no mana. Like, mana-less mid laner champions, like, Katarina's no mana as well. Like, just piss off, would you? Kindred gets X. That's actually probably worth for her. And Kat is going to take a horrendous back here. 13 CS. She can probably she only gets an amp tome. Such a terrible buy. And she'll blow a TP back into the lane. Chovy probably going to hard shove it now and look for his own reset. And he'll have a huge item advantage. And you can already tell, like, Chovy is in this Katarina's head. A lot of the laning phase comes down to, like, I don't know how to explain it in high elo, but when you can feel when you get a good trade and, like, you have a good mental edge over your opponent, and you can feel that they're nervous. You start trading more aggressively, and it just feels like everything goes right. I don't know how to explain it. It's just this mental fortitude. But you can tell that Chovy is completely zoning this Katarina in game and also in her mental space. I'm not lying. As you can see, he's going to get back for the Phage. He's looking for the Divine Sundra rush, by the way, as he hits level 6. Kindred, I don't know if this is a good gank, honey. Good luck trying to get onto a Viego. And he's just gonna jog it all the way back. The wave, oh shit, he's actually gonna look for trades. The wave is in a perfect spot, by the way. Slow shoving. 50 to 20 CS, man. Like, not a single kill, no really hard all-ins. It's all just slight edges, and this is what high elo is all about. If you have this type of lane in lower elo, like imagine what Chovy could do to like a diamond Katarina. Like this is high elo career, or like a platinum. Like he could legitimately make someone zero, like probably like 2 to 3 CS at 5 minutes if he wanted. If you guys copy this style down, have the same aggro, have the same confidence, you can just make people not even want to play. Like they're not going to want to queue up next game. They're that tilted. It's so frustrating to have this done to you, because I have had this done to me numerous times versing better mids on the Korean and the EUS server even. I was so tilted. I versed Caps actually, and he completely demolished me. Similar to this, he was all in my head. I was super nervous, and I just couldn't do anything, man. I'm so frustrated. And by the way, if my eye looks a little bit weird, it's swelling up. It's swollen. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure if I have like an ingrown eyelash or something, but I can hardly see out of it. But I've been uploading to YouTube every day, and I don't want to stop. I'm on a little bit of a hot streak. And I don't know what Riot's going to do about it. I think Viego is very strong. I think his win rate in the mid lane is not so much, like, not so good. They're trying to get, like, Riot Games don't like, they want Viego jungle. They don't really want him to be a laner. I don't know why. I think he's an enjoyable laner to begin with. I don't know why they want to get rid of him, but he's still hovering around, especially with a very high pro play pick rate. And Chovy-esque, why the hell would you not take these? Chovy, of course, averaging over 10 CS per minute, almost always. He actually got a pentakill the other day. Maybe actually last night in the LCK on Akali, if you didn't see it. There should be some highlights out. It was actually a beautiful Akali pentakill. Always a pleasure to watch him. Now we are 80 to 30 CS. Oh, man. Like, that's just... Oh, man, I feel bad. I just feel so sad for this girl because there's no coming back. The thing is, I just noticed it's 5 kills to 1. I've been so focused on Chovy's CS advantage that I just realized his Tryndamere is down 4, like the exact same. Wouldn't panic yet. I've been seeing a lot of Wits Ends. There's a lot of like gold efficiency around Wits End these days. So usually Viego, you see Kog'Maw going it. I've seen it on Aurelia. Like a lot of these skirmishy type champions like to go it. Seems really gold efficient against AP. Enemy essentially, I mean, I don't know what you'd call Mundo. Is Mundo AP? More like percent health or something now, I think. Come on, cat. Ian. Come on. Good girl. We don't really have much sustain yet either. Blade of the Ruin King, usually a good setup for Viego as well. There's a lot of different builds getting around. As we get very low, Katarina instantly procs the Ignite. We could lose this. We have not much healing. That was close as hell. Oh my god, the reactions. Flashes the Morgana binding. Cat. Gonna have to take a bad base once again. Chovy just gonna hard shove it. Chovy never takes the first base. Always remember this. This guy stays in lane longer than... He probably has the least amount of backs out of anyone that I see. Which is a weird stat to have. Like, if you pulled up, like, Chovy's back rate versus others, like, he just backs way less. He's on the map for so much longer, which obviously is beneficial because you're out there getting more XP, more resources, and you're getting much larger much larger buys. I'm not saying it's not beneficial to take quick bases for, like, a cheetah recall or something. I'm just saying Chovy stays in the map longer than his opponents, always. He never wants to be having some downtime of course, going back to base, running out. And he's probably looking just for a straight up Divine Sunderer base. He's sitting on a shit ton of gold. Go, go, go. Get it in, get it in. There's a plate there. There's a plate there. Grab the plate into the reset. Textbook. We are 0-0-0. And I know a lot of people, a lot of like TikTok bloody, you know, attention span people would be like, this is boring. He hasn't done anything. These games entertain me so much more than him going like 20-0 in the early game. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just so much more methodical. And this strategy doesn't, like, it doesn't revolve around you just getting like ganks or revolve around you getting the enemy being really crap and just feeding you kills. Like, this revolves around you actually like managing waves, managing trading, and knowing how to play the game. Like, this is so much more exciting for me. It's just Chovy lane, just a classic, man. It's how every single mid laner in the world probably wants to be at the moment. Chovy is known as the best laner in the world. Any top analyst, pro player, anyone would agree Chovy has the best lane. It's a fact. You can't dispute it. You could dispute it, but I would dispute you disputing it. So just settle down, all right? 130 CS to 50. And we're going to work down the tower for more plates. 10 kills to 2. This is looking grim. And you have to remember, Chovy's, this account's on his Smurf in around about 300 LP in Korea. His main is 1,000 LP higher. And people think, like, you know, it's the difference between Grandmaster and Challenger. It can't be that much of a gap. Please understand how much of a gap 1,000 LP is. It's like the difference between Platinum 3 and like Diamond 3 or something, or even Diamond 2. It's something ridiculous like that. It's such a gap. Even at these high level games, there's huge discrepancies between a low level challenger and a high level challenger. And Chovy's a rank 1 challenger, essentially. So yeah. It's pretty crazy. He can have a 100 CS lead by 20 minutes, I guarantee. As you see the Morgana. He has teleport, so he'll probably take the base. I reckon Boots would be a tremendous buy. Let's see. Oh, he's TPing into the bot side. He buys steel capped Boots. TP's in. There's no kills to be had, so he'll grab a plate and move back into the mid lane. A lot of downtime for CSE. He doesn't really want to drop any mid. And whilst the enemy team is up 6 kills, it's only a 1.4k gold lead. Hi guys. Oh? We don't have flash, we don't have ult. Nothing will be done. Never panic in a scenario like this. Enemy team. Oh my god, dude. What the hell? You don't have ult. What the f is this confidence? No ult, no flash, and he moves up like that without mercs against a Morgana. I don't get it. So beefy. Ult's up now. And he wants to drop into the side lane, I guess. Puts his bot lane back into the mid lane. There's going to be a skirmish, though. Or he finds the cat. He has ult. Look at him weave his autos. Too easy. Turns into Katarina. And he's out now, looking for some resets. Just going to use it to farm up the mid a bit. And then come back in. Gets the sweeper. Pops in. Gets the kill onto the Kindred. Looking for the Ezreal. Has the ult, remember. He'll probably ult over this wall. Gets the slow. Into the auto. Gets the shutdown. We're Ezreal now, baby. And that's the gold lead with the ace. Like, that is just that's what you're waiting for the entire time, guys. You're waiting for these fights where you get a bunch of resets. You take over the game. Now he has so much gold. Get some jungle camps. And he'll drop into the side lane now, I assume. Bot lane looking mighty juicy. Anathema's Chains on the Mundo. I reckon he'll place that. I'd place that under Chovy for him if I'm him, and it is gonna be the Wits End next, guys. Very efficient buy for Viego. Tank Viego, like at least Bruiser, like You don't want to go glass cannon, because essentially you just want to survive until you can get the reset on somebody. And then you turn into them, get the health return, and just start resetting. It's pretty beneficial. That you saw there was like a, I think they were going shield bow into Thornmail. Faker was doing this tanky build, and it was having such a nice win rate as Kindred just ints here. Hop. I'd say just farm it out. 10 kills to 10. Pretty good return. I don't know if he can solo the Mundo. Like, he can, but Mundo should just be able to run it out. You don't have too much percent health on Viego at this point. God, he has such... Look how he cancels. He cancels his auto animation, the Q animation. Like, he is just... He plays this game like butter. It's so smooth. I love watching it. I could watch his landing all... Like, I could just... 24-hour binge. And this is the point where you're just splitting. And every time you have a little downtime, go and check the enemy jungle. Look for their jungle camps. Look to try and steal away gold from the Kindred. And the enemy team's thinking about collapsing on him, but he has the Thresh to get him out. Look. He'll pop behind with a Lantern. They should be fine. Unless they want to fight it. Cheeky getaway. It's off fly. They have a really good win con through the dragons too. Stacking 2 now. Look at this Kindred, man. She just wants to she literally just wants to suicide for these goddamn marks. Typical. I reckon fight this. Duke's out from the Morgana chains, and he's gonna play it slow. Here comes the Tryndamere. Come on, boys, let's look for it. I think Mundo is a little bit extended. They have no heal cut, actually. Tryndamere does. No heal cut against a Mundo is usually a bad time. Just heal to full. I think Chovy should get it, actually. I wouldn't mind an Executioners on him. Oh, Trin. Okay, let's go. Put the heal cut onto him. You're done, boy. Ult over into the queue. Auto. There we go. Now time to throw some cleavers. Does he have flash? Oh, yeah. This is going to be a bad time for them. He even jukes on the Ezreal. Gets... Okay. He's going to hop in, looking for the Morgana here. How fun is this, champ? Ah. Wait, I feel like maybe the transform there was not great. Turns into Morg. He still has flash, actually. This cat's just screwed. Almost a Flame Horizon. And what a champion. Viego, hey? Flame Horizon at probably just before 20 minutes, like I said. There you go. 19 minutes and 40 seconds. Jungle camps. Into the topside farm. Probably clear 2 waves into the reset, I'd say. And do you understand? Like, he just... I guess he just does stay out for so long. His next buy is going to be monumental. Probably straight out Wit's End. Into... I wonder what he's going to go third, actually. I wonder if he goes beefy. Gets the Wit's End. Looking for the Blade of the Rune King now. Oof. He's going to shred the Mundo. I thought he might go heal cut. Perfect. He gets the Executioners. Is he listening to me? Probably. I mean, God, I'm delusional. Is he listening to me? Chovy has probably never listened. He probably has only watched at least probably like only like 10 of my VODs, I'd say. Maybe 11 if we're being generous. Or maybe none if we're being reasonable. Going in. Looking for the Morgana reset. Go and grab it. Any Qs? He's on the hunt. They can't find him, but... Stun lands. Cat still hovering. I think he's... Yeah, I think he's down to duel. Blade... Oh. Baron spawned. 21 minutes. They do it very fast. I don't know if you want to risk it into the Katarina, though. Trying to reposition. Mundo a little bit too beefy. Tryndamere finishes it off. On the hunt. Who are we going to find? Morgana overextended. But who's caught who? Chovy shut down over to the Ezreal, and this is not what you want before this Nash. Could be a little bit risky. Zipping out of base now. Essentially, you don't really want to rush into things. You got the Dragon win con. You can set up for Nash. TP up in the next 2 minutes, so... One thing you don't want to do in this spot is just... I've seen too many games thrown from this position. You need to be a little bit cautious. Chovy disregarding everything and just going to steal the bloody jungle camps. Probably going to regroup for the Baron, I'd say. No TP, which means you can't really split. Looking for the flank. No vision on him. Oh, this is perfect. Hunting the Ezreal. And the Ezreal reset is going to be beautiful too. Gets the Ez. The Lantern, here we go. Can we get the cat in time? Don't let the recalls. Don't let the recalls. E! And we just... Dude, we don't stop her? Bullshit. Ults in the morgue. Should be able to pop her in time. Mundo into the Nash, into the Soul. Into the Nexus, I'd say. Always got to be forward thinking. This guy is bloody quick, though. Chovy's not going to let him live. Sorry, buddy. You are going to have to die. He doesn't have his Blade of the Ruined King yet, so he doesn't quite shred him. But they'll get him eventually. Because I don't want to turn into you, stinky Mundo. I'll stay as I am. Looks like the enemy team just want to coin flip it. They're too far behind. Cat does not do damage. She has a proto belt. Chovy just frontlining. Actually does flash out though. Kindred ult comes through. This could be terrible. No, it's fine. Grab the Kindred. Soul's up, by the way. Chovy taunting. Wait, that damage? Morgana. Q. Just goes wide of the Ez. R's into the cat. We have no flash. We're going to keep on chasing. How fun is this champion, bro? Come on, man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Nah, we're fine, lads. Gets the soul. We'll head back to base, I reckon, after the Gromp, and we'll have Blade. Situational items, like I think I've seen some Sterax, I've seen some GAs come through. Stuff like that usually is a very nice buy for Viego. But you can also go super tanky if you want to go like Spirit Visage. Randuins, there's so many items you can go. Thornmail. Very build, like you can be very diverse with your build. Definitely adds to the strength of the kit. Does he not want to head home? Finally. Blade the Ruined King into the instant. I actually, dude, this item. Chem, Punk, Tank Sword. Tank, Punk, Chem Sword. Chemical, the fuck is this item called? Anyways, it gives you grievous wounds. Healing reduction against a Mundo. And a Kindred, it's going to be working. I was going to say into the Katarina, but the Katarina hasn't gone for that Conqueror beefy style. She's gone for that full AP one-shot. And who the hell wants to come against Chovy, baby? No one, I'd say. Doesn't have flash up. Does need to be a little bit cautious. You don't Just, like, you can be aggressive, but just be slightly patient here. I'd prefer. Wait for his team to come through to pressure. They're moving through with the mid lane wave. Careful. Stun goes wide. You see how they're only playing 2 lanes here. You don't always need to play 3 lanes. Sometimes someone with TP would go up top side and slowly shove in. Like, you can do that as a macro call, but it takes so much bloody time, dude. Sometimes just playing 1 or 2 lanes with the Baron is worth. Just run it down, man. It's a lot simpler than some people think, especially in the lower elos. As Cat picks up the Xin, Chovy gonna stay on the tower. Why the hell did Xin Zhao die? He doesn't want to engage first. Mundo's running in here. Kindred Ult comes through. Cat. Here we go. Cat should die. We get the Mundo. We turn into him. We're pretty bloody slow now, though. He might just use it for the... He's going to R in, isn't he? R into the stun. R. Another R. Oh my god, come on. Nice, Thresh. 9-1 and 9. They're just going to run it through for the Nexus, lads. At the end of the day, this is just textbook Chovy game. I think the back end of the game was a little bit slow, but that front end, that first 10 to 15 minutes of laning, you guys should have learnt so much in what you're capable of in the mid lane. So until next time, boys, thank you all for watching. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great weekend.